Well, good morning. It's August 10th, 2010, and another lovely day here at the Twisted Knot Woodshop. I just wanted to show some of the changes that have been made and additions since the last video. In particular, this revolving tool board that I designed. As far as I know, it doesn't exist anywhere else unless somebody made it after they saw it being presented in Fine Woodworking magazine in 2000. I had to make some new tool boards. The ones I had before were next door being stored in the blue shop, and they kind of got water damage, and being it was primarily MDF on the outer frames, they kind of, well, they deteriorated and flaked off a little bit and started looking ugly. But basically what it is, there's a chain that goes along the bottom of each panel where there's a gear welded to a plate that's screwed to the bottom of the panel. And this chain wraps around the gear, and then on the opposite side of this gear, and then again on the front side of this gear, and then on the back side, etc. And these little blocks down here are what I call snubbers, and they put tension on the chain to keep the chain from wanting to slip off the gears. But what happens is that by virtue of the chain being backwards from each one, when you turn the panel, each panel turns in opposite direction, but in relation to the panel being turned. You can't turn any of the center ones, you just have to turn from the ends. But you can either have it in this position, that position, or this position. And what you have is you have tools on this side, then tools on the other side, so I can get a little over 40 square feet of coverage in less than 15 square feet. And these panels are made of particle board and number 2 pine, and they're fairly easy to paint and cheap. Other things that's gone on here in the shop is I've got the planer, or the little planer, and joiner stationary now. That's where they'll be forevermore unless I can find out a good reason they have to be moved. And the planer is oriented in such a manner that if I have a long board, I can bring it through the door and straight into the planer, and then from there it can go out of the planer straight north to that wall over there without hitting anything. And the joiner is positioned in such that it's higher than the table saws over there. So again, a long board can be jointed. Not that I ever would use a short bed joiner like that for a very long board, but I just haven't got the big joiner put up yet. There's the second lathe, the one that Smitty and I built, and that still needs to be put together, and that will eventually end up over here on the south wall underneath the window, but that's down the road. Other things happening over here in the tool room. The lathe is assembled and put in position, and all of its accoutrements are on the wall, and that's ready to go. And the drill press was moved to a better spot. It was over there where you see that belt sander around the corner, and it just worked out to where it was just a bad thing. There wasn't enough room, and it was well, just wrong. So now this has found its home, and I believe that's exactly where it's going to stay because it's convenient and it works. In here in the finish room, things have been tidied up, and it's no longer a storage bin. Things are put away, mostly. There's stuff in here that goes into the yard sale we're fixing to have. The cabinets or the cabinet frames are up against on the wall. No doors, no drawers, as you can plainly see, but that'll happen down the road. This insulation will eventually get blowed up into the attic as soon as I get the chimney for the wood stove in. And other than that, there's no other major differences besides the cabinets over here, which is where we're going to. I haven't got the rest of them up. They're going to be another wall cabinet above that one there, and then carry on down and then turn the corner right in front of that carpet line you see. And I used golf balls for my drawer and door pulls here on the base cabinets, and then on the upper cabinets I intend on using dumb stuff like, you know, there's a beer tap or a gum hammer, a baseball here. I cut the baseball in half and then glued it on the inside of the door to make it look like it was thrown through it, and an old saw handle. Those blocks there are going to be for the blocks up oh shucks, what am I trying to say? The blocks up on my facade, the brackets. And here's one that's already cut out. I just haven't got it put up on a wall yet, or cut the rest of them, but you can see maybe what it's going to look like. And it's got a little kick out down there at the bottom. And I think those will look pretty nice when they're done. Other than that, that's about it. We'll talk to you later.